How you guys doing? Thanks for joining me. So let's go a little deeper into this flat earth thing over here. So you can see over here that there's this two-dimensional flatland reality that we're a part of over here. They show you in like SG1 that there's that it's like a black hole. Okay, you see it causes the spiral, which causes the sun to move around. The sun is probably buoyant and following a circuit. The moon is following the path of the stars. And the eclipses and all that stuff up there, that's all projected up there. That shit's fake. Okay, you'll hear about this four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter DNA that writes the code onto the CD that you're living right now. So here you're on this little bubble right here. Around the CD is this bubble, and each dimension is stacked right on top of each other like this. Okay? You'll hear about jump rooms where they walk in one door, the door behind them closes, and the door in front of them opens, and they're in the next dimension over. Okay? Or whatever dimension. I don't know all that stuff. What I'm saying is that the information that they give us, it matches up to something like this. Okay? They show us that we're underwater, that we're fixed. Okay? And the CDs that are stacked upon each other represent these different bubbles. The code writer would be the four-faced, four-letter God in charge of your four-letter DNA that writes the code. So, now, somebody asked before, why gold? Look, something that's not easily dug up or produced is why we use gold, but it could be anything. Anything that's of value. Doesn't have to be gold. But gold specifically because they said that they needed gold to fix their atmosphere and their dimension. So whatever they're building, these archons between the dimensions, it appears that something has descended upon us, and God is now got something new. It's got this reptilian virus in the computer now. Okay, and everybody's been hexed. That's what you see at the center of the Star of David, which is a seal of Solomon. It's on all your cells and pictures that they show you of cells and encyclopedias. It's in every chakra chart. You'll see that there's the seal of Solomon over your heart. That's the hex. You'll see they show you Saturn with the hex on top, which is actually right over here below your feet, which is the hex on the black hole sun. And the eye is above your head that they show you, which is the south pole of Saturn, which is really above your head. And the hex is beneath your feet, which, look, if you were to go here to the center of the Earth, you would see that where the Aurora Borealis is, that Hyperborea is right over there. If you were to go in, you'd find Hyperborea right over here by the Aurora Borealis. It's clear. Okay? You see that there's this film over here that separates this above from the below. That's because the sun is buoyant. No matter how heavy you think that sun is, it's actually buoyant. They'll tell you that Saturn is made up of whatever gases, and that would make it float on water. Okay? So clearly, it's not gravity, it's density, pressure, and electromagnetism. The sun follows a circuit going around the accretion disk of the black hole sun beneath us. Okay? There's the kickback, or the astrailing light, the astrolight, which creates this tree of life, and all these CDs and all these bubbles. You have the Jacob's ladder going from down. They tell you about that stuff. But now there's a hex in the computer, people. There's something different about your world. It's that they rub it in your fucking face in every photo. Look at this. You see around her neck, she's got the X across her neck. She's got the 3 rings around her finger. She's biting on her. And this, you see the X's right over there, the crosses. And you see the crosses. And I know you're just saying, yeah, but then the next page is this, and the next page is this, and it's page after page after page. You'll see it, people. Now, it just had to be pointed out to you. Now you'll see you'll see in every movie. There's always, they try and put as many X's behind the characters in every movie, every cartoon. The Earth is clearly flat. Water dictates that the Earth is flat. The Suez Canal is over 100 miles long, and that would be 6,666 feet curvature is what it should be, and that's clearly not. From here to down there, if you were to see the Suez Canal, you would see you could see it for yourself. There's absolutely no curvature. The Earth is flat. It does not spin, or you'd go flying off it. It's fixed. Okay? It's fixed. and you're on the eyeball, Sauron's eye. Okay, in that little spot right over there. So if we break this down to the most simplest basic parts of it, we have the black hole, we have the sun that provides the light, otherwise the black hole would evaporate. So it's eating light code. You're a shadow of yourself. Your three-dimensional body is somewhere else. And you're a shadow of yourself now, stuck to this grid, iron, and you can write your own code. The code writer, look, this place is powered by intent. If you want God to do something for you, write it on a piece of paper and publish it. Put your blood on top of it. Say, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth. Do it on video with 3 dots of blood. And then publish it right beside the rest of ours under blood over intent. You'll see it was like 21 months ago. It was Christmas 12/25/13, where I published my video Blood Over Intent, where I placed my finger with blood on top of my paper that said, I intend to bring forth heaven, I intend to usher in heaven and earth, and I intend to worship all and exclude none. And I did it on video and I published it to YouTube, and now if you look now under Blood Over Intent, you'll see many other people can see it also. It's that we can bring forth heaven and earth. It's that your silence is consent. So when you see the Georgia Guidestones that they're going to kill off 6.5 billion people, that's because you were sitting there silent the whole fucking time like a retard. You go to school, you learn your magic spells, and you're a bad witch, clearly. Clearly. You're a bad little limp, and you're limp and bent 90 degrees. You know, you're either straight or you're what? You're confused and bent. That's what they're telling you. You're a confused little witch now. And I'm telling you, the most powerful substance in the universe is your own blood spilt over your intent and published to the internet for the entire universe to see. And I know you think this is crazy, but go look at this, people. You ever do you ever have a blood brother? You spit on your hand or something like that? It's like I became a blood brother with the entire universe when I did this. And that hex that's on everybody, that hex dropped off of me and it gave me the ability to see shit. And I'm telling you, it'll work for anybody. It's that you need to unhex yourself. You were born into this hex. You can't see anything. Blood over intent is what saves the universe, people. It's that you need to write your own happy future is what you need to do. They showed you that on like Futurama, Fry. He had to write the brains. Speaking of the brains, Louetta Gray, she pointed out that, yes, it looks like it's the brain. You see the brain and the brain stem, which is all part of the brain? That's what we're looking at here, literally. Okay? So, Fry was battling against the brains. He had to write his own happy ending to the story. And I'm telling you, by spilling your blood over your intent, this is what I've done, is that I've written in something new into the future of myself, and others around me can see it all, and they put their blood beside mine, and now all of ours blood is stacked on top of each other, and it makes sense. When a couple of million of us are up there, that's real power, people. Sean, I don't know any political party where any single one person spilled their blood over their intent to be bringing forth heaven and earth. Well, this is the first one. You'd be a founding father or mother of heaven and earth. Your silence is consent. You're in a computer simulation and you are confused. You're missing half of your brain and you can't see what's hiding in plain sight. Most of you are literally retarded. I recommend you get to my channel and catch up on reality. And listen, people, we're in this shit together. We need to stick together. So do a search, blood over intent, and put your blood right beside the rest of ours. Become a blood brother, blood sister with the rest of the universe. And let's bring forth heaven and earth. Fuck everybody that wants to do this world in. We're going to fucking fix it.